Welcome, one, welcome all to the Q's podcast. I'm your host, uSiphosethu kaMlambisi uGabo Cihosho Thithibo Nozingo Mntomlambo Mngosini Umsuthu Umjobi. I'm back again with another video. Ngubaba Masango, Double Engine, Babu PJ, Dr. Petros, John Masango, PJ, DD, Doctor of Divinity. So, Baba Masango, when you look at the history of St. John, he's quite a popular figure, a key figure. You'd put him in the same level in politics Nabo Nelson Tata, Rolihlahla Mandela, and the likes of Jacob Zuma, and also the likes of Julius Malema ku EFF, because of the popularity, because of the impact, because of so many lives, so many souls he has won over the years asemhlabeni ubaba uMasango. Ngoba so many prophets before afika abaprofetha ngayo ku 2 years gadla double engine ozoshintsha aguqule iSt. John's Apostolic Faith Mission Church of South Africa to become one of the largest African indigenous churches in Southern Africa. And ngempela wenza njalo, even no Christina Manku, i-founder ye-St. John, wafakaza ngaye, waboniswa, had a vision ngobaba uMasango ku 2 years uzokhulisa iSt. John ayihambise wonke amazwe. So let's go back. When you look back to history, St. John yaqala kanjani? St. John started uManku. May Christina Nku is the founder of St. John after having visions ukuthi kumele akhe isonto, and she had a troubled health, egula kakhulu, people bamnyatsa sengiyahlanya, egula, waze wahlangana nabo baba uNkitseng, and then kuyibo bamnceda, and all the dreams uManku bekaba nazo, they came to pass. For example, how many children he will have. The firstborn uzoba uJohn, which he will name the church after. He will be married also to Johannes Unku. She has to build the church as a Everton and a 12 doors. That will be the first church at St. John's. And Nigezona Mahubo and all those things. I don't want to go deeper, but this video it's about the Babu Masango. So I was just giving context going back. So St. John, when you look at it, it's theology, it's a mixture of African indigenous medicine, African indigenous healing, combined now with Christianity. Why ngisho kanjalo? Because of St. John, they do slaughter cows, ngemigidi, imbuzi, and stuff. Abavaleli abaphansi ngaphandle. And then on the other hand, they have hymn books, which basebenzisa amaculo asesiyoni, filatsa siyoni, magama okuhlabelela, and others wesiXhosa, they do sing in some parts of South Africa, like Kubo Eastern Cape. So it's the mixture. NeBhayibheli yasetshenziswa and yafundwa in the church, even nendlela abagcoka ngayo. So you can see that it's a perfect blend of African indigenous healing system and also the Christianity. So it includes lapho. Then you look at a story saka Baba Masango, who comes from Mpumalanga, who also married Anna, yabo. And then yena no baba, there's the ubaba Ubabu Shabalala, who was an archbishop in 17. They married in the same families. Bashata Busisi. Babu Shabalala washata Elisa, and then ubaba Masango washata Anna. So fast forward, it is said abantu abaningi ukuthi uBabu Shabalala noMe Elisa, they are the ones who took uBabu Masango to Christina, and Christina wamgeza. Then Baba Masango became big, wakhula ngendlela emangazayo. And sadly, a split happened where Isonto had to split now. There was a faction Yaga Babu Masango, and then there was a faction Yaga Manku. So apparently the split was caused by the sad death of Ubaba Lazarus Nku through a train accident. And at the time he was an Archbishop of St. John's Apostolic Faith Mission Church of South Africa. Then now there was a leadership crisis where the firstborn Johannes was to be elected to be a leader. And remember that it's St. John in a constitution, so I won't go that deeper. Just so then after that there was inkulumo zokuthi no, uJohannes is not a good standing member, therefore qualify ukuba archbishop, and also according to the constitution. Therefore the case now went to the Pretoria High Court, in which Baba Masango won the case. And it is said also that Baba Masango, because of he was a seer, he was a prophet, he was also a spiritual parent, but I'll get into that. So he was shown Guti the gown which is worn by the judge. He has to use it after winning. It was the red gown that symbolizes victory that he was worn. And ngempela wenza kanjalo. You can see in most of the pictures Baba Masango agcoke that red gown. Then there was a split. He went to Jamestown, Katlehong, which is the headquarters now, and also Christina went to Mutlolo, and then they started Mutlolo, which means the stretch. They started now Umangu Ascala is St. John's Apostolic Church of Prophecy. So in prophecy, you see them, they're wearing almost the star white, but there's a difference with uniform. Yes, St. John's Apostolic Faith Mission and the St. John's Apostolic Church of Prophecy. Yeah. And St. John nowadays, there's so many splinter groups, have also the likes of Father Masango and a lot of them. So fast forward, Abu Masango now started building churches across the country, and also in the neighboring countries like Namibia, Swazini, and all those places. So one thing I need to challenge you as viewers is that you must look now at most churches. There are stones which are there on the churches, especially big churches. You'll see, you have to look there. You'll see, Guti, this church is under Reverend who, or is under Archbishop who, and then it is blessed by, most of the churches are blessed by Archbishop Babu Masango, DD, Doctor of Divinity. So that's a homework I'm giving you. I also have to do content about that, to travel around the country and see the stones and actually get a factual number of churches which Babu Masango was bekile, and maybe if they allow to get a brief history about those churches, like our church isonto la sesinotlelo la ka mama Bogwane, sonto la se Mamelodi, and Archbishop bengikhulume ngayo baba Ishabalala, yeah, and a lot of churches around the country. So Masango also attracted now predominantly Zulu speaking people, Xhosa, they could relate more. And then Umanku, she could relate more na Matswana, Masutu, but Northwest, but Babu Masango, he's bigger and big. Mauya in Zanzibar, KZN, Claremont, Botsomo in the Eastern Cape, Butterworth, Ofimvaba, all those places. And he had bishops abacobile, the likes of Bishop Shona manje, Bishop Chizumba, I think is from Namibia, Babu Matsuso, Abasebalala, Babu Kosi, Babu Mboniswa, a lot of bishops which were under Babu Masango. Sadly, predominantly abaningi Sebashona. I'm not sure who's left, but I think Sebashona. I stand to be connected on that point. And I did mention a seer. I did mention Babu Masango was a seer, was a prophet, and also a spiritual person, a parent. So what is a seer? A seer is an individual who could see the future. Babu Masango could see the future, could predict the future. Whereas also the prophet is the one who carries the message from God, about divinity message, can prophesy abantu and give them indaba zabo. And spiritual parent is the one I'm speaking about. Babu Masango had bishops, had abantwana, bafundisi bakhe, ibandla lakhe, those who could come and become bantwana bomoya, spiritual children, abaka Babu Masango. So yeah, Babu Masango double engine, gadla. So that's why now there's a debate. Yoguchi, mhlawumbe he's the founder. No, he's not the founder, but he's so popular. He's so popular. It's like Nelson Mandela. Others will say, but Nelson Mandela maybe was a founder. ANC, no, it's not the case. The founders are Bo Peacelika Isaga Seme and John Lamagalbalele Dube and the others. Whereas Yanabu was an iconic figure. And that's why there's a saying, Yoguti prophets never die. They never die. Misebenzi yabo ihlala ikhona. He's an ancestor now. Ancestors, they lay in the graves but are buried in our genes. Spirit sabo sisaphila, sa influence kubo St. John. That's why they thought now ukuthi Babu Masango, there's a beef between yena no Manku, whereas it's not. Kukuba mawungalalela the Trinity, umthandazo wabo. Just like, for example, the Bible, when they say the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, and the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, then in St. John, when you go there, you'll hear the God of Makristina, the God of Babu Shabalala, the God of Babu Masango, the God of Babu Shabalala, the God of Christina, the god of Babu Shaba Masango, the god of Babu Matsuso, the god of Babu Chipapa, Messelina, all those unkulunkulu bekathandazwa yibo. It's not like they are praying. I want to debunk that myth. You could see these people are praying. Those people know they just praising. It's praise and worship. And they praise and bakhuluma ngoNkulunkulu bathandaza before bathandazwa ngabaprofethi wabo. uNkulunkulu wabazali babo bomoya bayamdumisa. Yeah, Masango, and I'll continue with this history about Masango in there. Can take days. So yeah, I'll make sure I gather more facts around Baba Masango, and I wish they write more books about Masango which are factual and well researched. And I wish they create even a movie. Such icons, they deserve. They've made an impact with St. John. Their names will forever be written in the history books of St. John's Apostolic Faith Based Church of South Africa. Moswa, I've even asked my elders, Ngobaba Masango, they will tell you, Utibo kuyingadla-ngadla, kuyi-double engine, kuyinsimpehle esinye. Bathi makathandaza lapha eJemiston, e-taxi rank, titape, atape, athi bekuma imoto. He was so gifted, even at a young age. Makadlala nabantwana, bekabonakala ukuthi umntwana uphiwe way kakhulu. So the impact ayenzile nceda abantu. St. John, it's a hospital where everyone is welcome. Others, they come to the doctor, even though I assume St. John, but they know ukuthi ngiyaya St. John to clean my body, ngiyosevisa, ngiyocela ihlahlubo, and it doesn't chase after money. Yeah, man. And the thing is, a lot of prophets fail now because of they want to emulate the Baba Masango. They want to be like Baba Masango. They're not becoming themselves. They are depriving us to experience them because of they want to be like Baba Masango. Baba Masango is Baba Masango. Head imisebenzi yakhe, he was called for imisebenzi yakhe. Now we find your calling, Fundisi, Bishop, and yeah, because of Tragusenza Papa Masango, people end up chase ama position and banqumulela bala ngokuphila ngathi uNkulunkulu abaprofeti angabanani. Amen.